Okay, round 22, Atlanta. We're starting on pole position again, but guess what? If you saw Darlington, that means absolutely nothing. So chances are I might dominate the early parts of the race, then comes a point where the AI comes back, and I have absolutely no answer for them. And here we go. As Model takes the lead of the race. And we drop down to third, potentially even fourth. As we're side by side with Bright. There we go. We clear her. Ooh, shit. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Recruit to the rear of Emma. And we go the outside. And there we go. We're into second, switch back, and we're gonna go through Movidel. And there we go, we are in the lead. And now let's try and actually, hold it. Okay. So, yeah, I got paid and I pre-ordered NASCAR 25. The gold edition, so that I can play it early once midnight strikes on my time. And yes, actually I'm recording this video in a time where I'd be recording the PSLRA races, and yeah, I still cannot believe it's been 2 weeks at this point, and I still cannot believe that I'm finally free of that. But yeah, now in terms of NASCAR 25, I've said them before, but I want to say them again. The main project with NASCAR 25 is called Legacies, and but because not all the tracks are there, what I want, especially on the Cup side, what am I going to do is I'm going to wait it out. Also because I have other projects in the back burner. I have this one, I have 1987, one more Spark / Simulation Cup Series that I want to do. There's PSLRA rerun, I need to finish War the Ones Left Behind. There's also Turismo Carretera USA that I want to do. And of course SNL, and Fork in the Road. Once the Fork in the Road get released to the set. There's a lot of projects I want to do before NASCAR 25 Legacies because it's gonna be a long project. I want to say it's gonna be longer than NASCAR 2005, but somewhere along those lines. Because we're gonna cover every single series that the game has to offer. So, ARCA, the trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. But in the meantime, I'm going to do a Cup-only championship with whatever the game has up to this point. So, yeah. In the meantime, we are pulling away from Emma, but again, it doesn't matter. But yeah, oh, I guess I should probably explain the NASCAR 25 Legacies thing. Legacies, it's because the characters are all going to be the sons and daughters of NASCAR drivers that raced in the past. Originally, I wanted to include the son of Fred Jones, Jason Jones, but then what happened is that I read an interview by Richard Yassi, who worked at Papyrus and was the executive producer, or at least one of the... I think it was either one of the executive producers or the lead developer at Papyrus. Basically was a big member, was an important member at Papyrus. I read an interview on Race Sim Central that said that Fred Jones might be a real person. Just like people like Brian Simpson is a real person. The guy is the graphics designer for Papyrus. Or Kevin Iannarelli, who's also a driver that apparently still works at iRacing, I believe. And of course, giving real people fake children is creepy as fuck. So I decided to scrap that idea and focus on drivers that you may or may have not heard before. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure everybody has heard Ryan Trevino and Lily Price, but I'm pretty sure no one has heard of Susana Mendoza and the ARCA driver that I have to figure out who's gonna be, honestly. But yeah, at least these 4 guys are, at least 3 out of 4 are good to go. Susana Mendoza is the daughter of Eleonora Mendoza, for the record. In the meantime, Norris is now up second. Lily Price is daughter of Jake Higgins. Price is the name of the mother. Is the name of her mother. And Ryan is, of course, the son of Emanuele Trevino. And yes, the guy is actually Italian. And no, and if anyone's going to ask it, no, Ryan is not a self-insert. I tried that once, I got chewed out so badly that I never want to do it again. But in the meantime, as for the characters gonna be that serious, don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. Well, I actually have some semblance of an idea, but I don't know. I guess I'll figure it out once I have to set everything up for the game, once midnight strikes. Although I may have to originally make it short, the race is short enough that I don't have to pit, because apparently from Radman's video, pit adjustments are broken right now. So, and they already said that those are going to be fixed in a patch. So, yeah, maybe 15% races, I guess, at least for the first couple of races until the bug is fixed. Oh, and I seriously hope they're actually gonna get like pre-done paint schemes for the paint booth. Because as you had expected, I am not in the mood to, you know, make a paint scheme for myself. And apparently you cannot even import on something like you cannot import on the game, like for example Gran Turismo 7 with the custom vinyls or the custom decals. So yeah. Which, of course, I get why they would do it. You cannot trust the internet for anything, especially when giving them the power of creation. But still. Okay, 14 to go. Yeah, work is, I think I said, yeah, I said this before, but yeah, work has been a real pain in the dick. And also today I had to wake up at 5 a.m. because the power went out in my house, so I had to reactivate it. But in the meantime, yeah, I think I should have this one in the bag, finally. And next up is going to be Pocono, so that's going to be a lot more harder to actually win that race. Actually, I don't remember if I never did a thumbnail with Norris. I would believe I... Actually, no, I think it was like, what, the first driver after the main four? But I actually don't remember. I don't remember on the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure I did Norris. In case I didn't, well, there's a chance to be in the thumbnail. Actually, no, wait. I actually have to check them out, and... no, I didn't. Okay, never mind. Okay. I just remembered that... I have put a check on every driver that I showed in the thumbnails of these videos on the entry list. And yeah, I just checked out Norris is not on the list, so I should probably do something about it. Right this wrong. But yeah, and also, yes, I do know that Carson Hocevar did a stream of NASCAR 25 yesterday, and apparently, like, one of the very first things he did was to show some ignition stuff happening in the game. To which a lot of people will find it hilarious, but I know that a lot of people are going to say, "Holy shit, ignition is so much better than this." But yeah, there we go. Oh, and also, speaking of NASCAR stuff, yes, I've heard the news that apparently they're going to increase the horsepower to 760 brake horsepower at selected tracks. Mostly the 1 mile ovals and the road courses. You know, tracks where the cars cannot flip. And... yeah, considering all the, I guess with all the things they have done lately, I guess somebody must have told Steve O'Donnell, dude, do you realize that if Logano wins this championship, people are never going to come back? We need to do something right now to actually avoid that, to avoid this possible punch, or at least soften this major blow. And now I throw Logano into the equation, but that's because, you know, him winning a title is has been proven the catalyst as to why people now want the playoffs gone, and they want back to, first and foremost, the playoffs gone and return to a full season points format. But at the same time, other things that people have been clamoring for years, like increased power, and at this point, I guess, scrap the next gen and make something else entirely. And the majority of people that have seen pretty much suggest just adopt the Xfinity cars. Oh yeah. Now I say tracks there where cars cannot flip, and as soon as I say that, the chances are that next year we're actually going to have a bona fide flip at Watkins Glen, or at San Diego, or at Sonoma. But it being tight, 4 to go. We pretty much have the race in the bag. Next up is Pocono. It's definitely not gonna be a walk in the park in the damn slightest. Right, 3 to go. Okay. There we go. And now, past turn 4, 2 to go. Yeah, I pretty much exhausted all the topics that I want to talk about, so excuse me for the extended silence. But yeah, I pretty much blew everything in those moments. And now, 1 lap to go.
Last lap, you the man. Come on, bring it home.
Into 1 and 2. There we go. Into the backstretch, into 3 and 4. And somehow we're actually going to win pole position and win the race from it. We win at Atlanta. Oh, fuck, I completely forgot that now it's called Echo Park Speedway. I completely forgot that fact, but yeah, whatever. Although Alan was actually getting a little bit closer, but too late, yeah. Now, I doubt that's gonna change really anything on the championship, but still.
Keep it under
Wins where we can take them.
In second. The race is over. Come on in.
And there's my pit stall. Okay. So, we win the race. Second is Emma, third is Espinosa, fourth is Norris, and then is Pinella, Bright, Movedell, Voiles, Abbott, and Douglas Barkley, rounding up the top 10. Then we got, okay, Christian finished 18th. I would assume Mia, not a good result. 38th. Who won to Gabita showed up. That's like, what, the second race in a row he shows up? So, yeah, congratulations. And Alan Green rounding up the 43 car field. No DNFs and no lapped cars. But yeah, with that, let's check out the standings. And as predicted, no major shakeup in the standings. Espinosa still leads, now increasing the gap from Norris. Emma is now in 36 points behind Norris. Then is Pinella, Voiles, ourselves, Bright, Model, Harmon, and Michael Bell. So top 10 not changed. Then we got Johnson Jameson now in 13th. So biggest winner looks to be Matthew Hubert, who jumps up 3 places and now he is in 44th. As for biggest loser, we got 2 of them. No, yeah, 2 of them. Those being Ali Anderson Jr. and Carson Miller, who lost 2 spots each. Anderson Jr. is now in 19th and Miller is in 31st. So, yeah. Up next, as we stated, is Pocono. There we go. Five flags. White flags, sure. I'm so tired. Just goddamn tired. And then Milwaukee is up next. So, yeah. From Atlanta, this is gonna be it. If you like this video, give it a like. If you see more content like this, hit subscribe and click notification bells to get it the next video drops. And I have nothing else to say other than see you next video, everybody. This Alpha, signing out.